What's good, y'all? You dub back here again here in 2019. It's been a long time since I've done a deathmatch. I've been meaning to for like 2 years or so. I don't remember the exact date. I've been meaning to do this one for like 2 years. I just had not got around to doing it. And deathmatches take a lot of time and consideration for me. It usually takes a lot of time with research and whatever. And every time I went to do it, I was like, got distracted and other things come up. But I promise y'all deathmatch content. And we back here. We back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. And this time we taking two video game characters, two legends, two of my all-time favorite characters in video game history. In the left corner, we have the greatest master thief of all time, and none other than Sly Cooper. And in the right corner, we have Mario's little bro, even though he's taller, the legendary Green Man. Whatever you want to call him, Luigi. Let's get it on. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, first time viewing, or it's been a long time and you forgot how I get down, I do my death matches differently than everybody else. I break it down into three categories, and under each category, there are a few different subcategories. It's 11 in total. We do this extensively. We do this for real out here. We don't do no death battle foolishness. We don't do like some who miss out on some important details. We do this comprehensively. Now, the three categories, you got attack, defense, and strategy. And then the first attack category, we have, of course, strength, meaning physical strength, which is important, but it usually doesn't determine a fight unless it's overwhelming might. Speed, which is combat speed, which is not the same as travel transit speed, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get that misconstrued with your teleportation unless that is literally how that person moves in combat. Just gets kind of complicated. And I usually put teleportation under the third, meaning techniques, like a character like Namikaze Minato. His kunai is not his actual speed, or the technique of the instant transmission with Son Goku. That is a technique that is not his actual combat speed, even though they're both very fast in their own rights. Under the fourth, you have destructive capacity / power. All right, how much stuff you can blow up and things of that nature. Now, starting off with physical strength, neither of these guys are physically that impressive. They don't rely on power. We know this. But I have to give the edge to Luigi. Why? Because we know it. We know what he and Mario bring to the table. They be lifting and chucking blocks. At best, we see Sly Cooper be flinging people in the air, but he relies on his cane a lot. All right. He's shown okay feats for creature his size, person his size, I guess you can say, but he ain't nothing impressive. The big usually goes to his purple hippo friend, right? Pink hippo friend, right? He's a strong dude. Sly, not so much. So the strength category easily goes to Luigi in that regard. When it comes to combat speed, both are very much impressive, but here's the thing. This casually goes to Sly. You can say, what? I thought Luigi, he runs fast. Yeah, he runs fast. He's a linear runner. And I'm not just talking about gameplay. Like, he literally runs, but you talk about Sly. This dude, his whole game is about speed. Where he gives up on the strength aspect, his whole game is speed and stealth. That's what he does all day, every day. And while Luigi's fast and can keep up, Sly on a different level. Right? It's kind of like Flash versus Superman. Superman fast as hell. But Flash is Flash. All right. So that's kind of the situation you have here. Both are respectively fast. And even though I say casually, it's because of overall movement pattern. Like if they ran, like if it was a straight race, Luigi could keep up with him. But because of his elusive nature, Sly has the advantage in the speed category. Now, when it comes to techniques, here's the thing. Luigi gets a lot of amps, just like Mario. Excuse me. Sorry, too many characters in my mind. Just like Mario, but not quite as extensively. I've noticed as Mario. But when it comes to Sly doesn't really have too much. He's got mainly his cane, and he utilizes that. He knows how to utilize machinery. He utilizes his environment. Uh, he does a lot of things with stealth, but when you're talking about powers and abilities, you could say Luigi has the advantage if we're bringing everything into the table. So he has a lot more versatility with the weapons and things of that nature, to help him jump super high or doing fire attacks and things of that nature. He has that kind of advantage, but I'm not sure how much that's going to affect his fight. You'll see why. In the destructive capacity slash power, I have to give the edge to Luigi. Just like with the strength. Now Sly can do things. He can knock a person out and things of that nature. It takes a few more swings with a big thing, but again, it's his so much his cane fighting. He's a lighter dude. He's like a lightweight. Now Luigi's like a middleweight, and him and Mario be doing that thing with these fists. They be they can break some stuff up. So Luigi has more knockout power in that regard. So I got to give him the edge on that one. Now in the defense category, we have again four subcategories. We have reaction time, durability, stamina, and agility. Now with reaction time, I definitely have to give the edge to Sly, which should not be a shocker. Luigi's, as fast as he does not have the best reaction time, surprisingly enough. Like I said, he's more of a linear kind of fighter, where Sly is that guy who's kind of like an outboxer who's very elusive to hit. He's like almost hitting a shadow or a leaf, if you will, in his movement. So what he does, he has to rely more so on his elusiveness. Now, when it comes to durability, honestly, I think they're pretty on par. Both can take some damage, but neither is a tank, so to say. Um, there are other characters that are definitely better suited for that in Luigi's universe, like someone like Bowser, no surprise. And like I mentioned, Sly's friend, who I can Mori, I cannot think of my man's name right now, but y'all know the Pink Hippo. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They're better suited for defensive combat, but Sly and Luigi, they can take some blows, but they're not. It's nothing to write home about. When it comes to stamina, both have showed massive, impressive feats, but I have to give it to Luigi because this dude seems like he can go all day. He does not show lack of stamina at all. So I have to go there to be fair. And agility, Luigi has some, more than a lot of video game characters. But we talking about the master thief, the grand master thief. We talking about the man who relies on on agility itself. Talking about Sly Cooper, who's got some superhuman. Like this, you would thought this dude was on around the level of Spider-Man Peter Parker. That's how impressive. And Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner, and maybe and possibly Beast, um, Dr. Hank McCoy, Daredevil, Matt Murdock, those guys. We talking that level of agility. This dude is nasty with it. We never played with him. This dude is nasty with it. This dude is dog. If this dude was in a comic book, ugh. Good luck hitting him. Good luck hitting him. Now we move on to the strategy category. And under that, we have three subcategories. We have location, fighting style, and fighting IQ, which many people do not take into consideration. Now, location. Here's the thing. Both of these guys, as best as I know, they can swim, fight on the ground. If it was in a urban kind of area, I would definitely give the edge to Sly Cooper with his stealth and his ability to use the environment to his advantage. Really, any close, like enclose a jungle, anything of that nature, he would definitely be at an advantage. And Luigi, good luck. Good luck, Luigi, because he's at a disadvantage. Like his fighting style is much more. If they were in an open field, I gave the advantage would definitely be to Luigi in a like a boxing ring or in an octagon, and with MMA, for example. or if they were in on a plains or anywhere it's open, Luigi has more of a shot. Now, remember I talked about the elusive combative nature with combat speed. You could say, well, when Slack will be able to dance around, yeah, but his speed also best suits if he can run and hide. If he's able to get away from his opponent effectively and elusively consistently, even though Luigi's got all that stamina, and even though he's got the power and stuff, he's not got the greatest durability. So Sly would be able to effectively get the dub in that regard. And of course, if there's anywhere like a airplane hangar or something like that, Sly Cooper can fly airplanes for one. So, but we're not gonna bring in the machine. But what I'm saying is, if it's an enclosed space of that nature, Sly has the advantage. If it's a more open layout, then Luigi has the advantage. So it's something like that. Now, when it comes to fighting style, right? Sly, let's just say he fights like a like he fights like a thief. That's his style. He uses his cane. He does a lot of acrobatic techniques. Um, he's trying to hit you, but he's not really, a straightforward trying to just go in and fight, fight, fight. He will fight if he has to, but it's based on getting the job done and getting in, getting out, stick and move, hit and move, nothing more, nothing less, minimal amount of interaction, and we're good. When it comes to Luigi, similar to his brother Mario, although I would say not as skilled as his brother Mario, his plumber fool, or whatever you want to consider it. And also, he doesn't really like to fight. He's kind of more of a coward, so he will fight. He has the tools, but he kind of is much more of a pacifist. Now, when it comes to fighting IQ, neither I would say the greatest, not the highest, but I will say Sly's fighting IQ is fairly good. He's fairly good. He's a competent. He knows how to handle different opponents. He comes up with strategies on the fly. He's able to analyze a situation very effectively. When it comes to Luigi, his is not trash, but it's on the lower side. Like it's okay at best. He's good for what he does. But Sly is definitely on a different level with analyzing. Like he would be able to trick Luigi more. So when I look at it, strength category went to Luigi, speed went to Sly, techniques went to Luigi, destructive pattern. In the attack, it's not a shocker that Luigi wins. When it comes to defense, reaction time went to Sly, durability was on par, stamina went to Luigi, and agility went to Sly. Sly a bit edges him out. Now, when it comes to strategy, location was very important in this kind of fight. Um, fighting style, it does favor for the most part Sly, unless it's a very specific encounter. And fighting IQ is definitely in the favor of Sly. So overall, I gotta give it to Sly. Luigi can win. This is a tight one. This would be for me a 60-40 or 40. Now, I would say a 60-40 in my favor of Sly. Luigi can definitely get this dub, but the thing is, the reason why I don't have it like a 50-50 or 55-45 or anything in that nature, Sly in most scenarios wins. Most locations wins. His skills are just better suited for combat, even though Luigi has the better offensive prowess. Because here's the thing. If Luigi had better reaction time, or had better durability, then he could come out on top. But the fact is, just because you can hit hard and you don't have super impressive durability, bro, that's a problem. That's a problem. That means you can't take that much damage and you can't avoid the damage very effectively. Sly's gonna take less hits. He's gonna land more hits. And at the end of the day, that's gonna be the determiner in this fight more than likely than not. Unexpected Wonder, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. Give me more suggestions. And yes, I will hopefully get to them, especially if they're good fights. And until next time, y'all have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.